Welcome back to Fish.Chicago. Today I'm going to show you how to change a knob on any Shimano reel. So if you're like me, part of fishing gear and buying fishing gear is just like the collectability and customization about it. I go with Shimano because they always balance customization and quality. I've never had a problem with anything Shimano. I go name brand because I'd rather pay a lot more money for something name brand that's gonna last me for years. So today I want to throw a new knob on there. I love these knobs, but you know, customization, it's fun, right? Maybe you buy a knob that's actually functional, like, you know, some spinning reels have this and people want the big like ball knob that's on there. It gives you more torque, more grip. I like mine to look good. So Gomexus sent me one of their Shimano knobs. They make them for Shimano and Daiwa because it's a different setup. It's a different stem. So I'm gonna show you how to take the factory one off today and put on an aftermarket. Thanks to Gomexus for sending me this. To be honest, I've always used Gomexus knobs. If you look back at a bunch of videos, I always have Gomexus knobs on my reels. I actually like them a lot. Pretty simple packaging, pretty simple unboxing. You get the knob. It's got a little plastic wrapping on it. And pull that off. This is the knob. This is gonna be the, sorry to look it up. This is gonna be the titanium gray one. These are titanium. They're super lightweight, super strong. And best of all, Shimano reels, the knobs actually don't come with bearings. It's just, it just rides on the stem. Second part of the Gomexus unboxing, you got a little manual tucked away in here. If it's your first time installing a Gomexus knob, I would read the directions, but they actually come with bearings, which is phenomenal because it is so much smoother with a bearing. So let's get into popping off the old knob and popping on the new one. So I use a little screwdriver. This is from an iFixit kit. This is a size 1 Phillips bit. First thing you're gonna wanna do is pop this little silver piece off. It literally just, boop, lifts out. Then inside, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little Phillips screw. Just take that out. Once you got that screw out, this will just lift off. And there you go, that's your bare stem. And this is what I was talking about. Save that Phillips screw, because that's the one you're gonna use. Again, I don't know if you can really see in there, but it's just plastic, like O-rings. There's no actual bearings in there. See, it's smooth, but you get a bit of friction. There's gonna be 3 key parts in this little baggie that you get that you're gonna wanna hang on to. One is gonna be this little end cap. It's got a little flathead slot in it. 2 is gonna be these 2 microscopic bearings. 3 are gonna be these washers. So they make really small flat washers for fine tuning the play in the knob. And then you got 1 thick washer, which I can't really remember if I used last time. I think I did. What those are gonna do, once you crank down on that Phillips screw, those are gonna allow the knob to have a little bit of play. I like mine to be rock solid with like less than 1 millimeter of play, but not perfectly snug, because then it's a little too tight. This is gonna be my Shimano Miravel, so I will let you know exactly what bearing and washer setup I use to get perfect. However, the order of which you are installing, there's your bare stem. Immediately you're gonna put on one of these bearings. So that just slides down. You're gonna slide your knob on, and that's gonna rest nice and easy. Then you're gonna take your other bearing, and you're gonna drop that right in the hole. And then you're gonna fiddle with that. I like to use the Phillips end of my screwdriver and just tap it down just till it falls inside. It's kind of hard to convey on camera, but it's going to sit inside of the knob around that stem. I'm gonna start off, after I got those done, by using one of the tiny washers, and then I'm gonna tighten that Phillips head screw down, give it a little wiggle, see if that's good for me. If it's not, adjust accordingly. Okay, so for the Shimano Miravel, one of the thin washers on top of the last bearing was perfect. I'll show you. There's only a tiny, almost unnoticeable amount of play, which is perfect. So then last step, swap out your Phillips for a flathead. A little end cap I showed you is just gonna thread right on the end of the knob. Make sure that's nice and snug. You have a perfectly installed Gomexus knob. Gives you functionality. It's lighter, it's smoother. It's got 2 bearings in there, so There's nearly no friction. And it just, look at that titanium black on the Shimano Miravel paired with the black St. Croix Premier. Excellent look. And that's gonna be it. This is gonna be my perch rig for the year. I would, if I were you, because Shimano is an expensive brand, always stick your factory knob back in the Gomexus box and just put it somewhere safe, just in case you sell the reel or you break it and you got a warranty, you need to return it. Whatever the case may be, at least you got everything that you needed. Or you got all the parts that you got all the parts that came with it. That's gonna be it. Super easy, super simple. If you're on TikTok here, I'll link the Gomexus knobs below in the orange cart. If you're on YouTube, you can check them out on the TikTok shop. They have the same knobs out on Amazon. Just verify that it fits your reel. Same thing if you're on Instagram, just go to Amazon or TikTok shop. If you want to support the channel, buy them over on TikTok shop. Find this video on TikTok and then they're click on a little orange cart. You get it there. I get a little kickback from it. You guys are smart. You know how sponsorships and collaborations with companies work. You know the drill. But yeah, I hope that helped you. Even if you have a different knob and you just want to know how to take off and swap out, you know, a knob on your Shimano, I will do another video for Daiwas. But that's all I got for today. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments below. Share, like, sub, if I earned it only. I'll see you guys next time.